One of the most critical things when you're in business for yourself, when you're networking, when you're an entrepreneur, while you're trying to get an idea out there, is to be succinct. Really look at how you can squeeze the nuggets of gold of information you've got into a very tight, succinct explanation. You also want it to be interesting. Something that's people are going to say, wow, I hadn't thought of it like that. So what we look at is a verbal business card. This is your 5 to 10 word introduction. The reason we have a very short introduction is that if you're networking and you're with a person and you give them your verbal business card and they show no interest at all, you don't waste any more time and you don't annoy them by giving a detailed explanation when they're not interested in what you've got. But the thing is that it gives you a chance to ask them questions and ask them deep questions. What was it like when you started up? What are the main pitfalls you found as you've developed your business, and how did you overcome them? Give them questions that they can think about. And gradually you'll start to see similarities between what they've been doing and who you've got back in your network behind you. And it could well be that you could say, well, look, I've got a couple of people I think you really ought to get in touch with, because you guys might be able to do something together. And then what they'll usually respond with when they know what you're doing is they've probably got people in their network that they can share with you. So it's a good way to share your business card information with a use, with something that's going to happen. You're going to send them your contacts. And you start to build a relationship. Networking's not about selling. It's all about building the relationship. It's your first date with the person. It's not the marriage. So go into it being curious. What do they do? What are they interested in? What's their background? What's their family? Find out where you've got similarities and where you could help each other in business. Now, getting back, you do your 5 to 10 word introduction. We call this a verbal business card. It doesn't include your name and it doesn't include your title. And if you can have some alliteration, starting with the same letter or the same sound, or a bit of rhythm in it, it makes it more memorable. And even make it a bit quirky. Now, my verbal business card is, I create confident communicators quickly. That's me. That's the essence. It's got a couple of benefits in it. Always trying to get benefit for the person you're talking to. Don't put facts in it. Facts push away, benefits pull them towards you. So you need to look at write down on a bit of paper, what benefits do you give to people? Do you help their health? Do you help them make money? Do you make life easier for them? What is the thing that is the benefit? Not the thing you're selling them, but the thing that they're going to benefit. And you need to include that in your verbal business card, so they know what they're getting out of it. And if you make it a bit quirky, it just can make them think, oh, didn't think of that. Just to give you some example, we were doing one with the volunteers, and the Meals on Wheels came up with, "We are the masters of mobile meals for mates." Another workshop I did, it was a virtual assistant. I create freedom. There was a financial planner. We train people to retire rich. They give their essence, the benefit of what they're giving for the, with their service or their product. So what I want you to think of is just write out the benefits and start trying to get it down to between 5 and 10 words. Definitely not over 10 words. It gets too chunky, and it'll take a while. Just work on things, play with words, and if you go to rhymer.com, it is a great source of put any word in there and you can have a starting rhyme or ending rhyme. Have a play around with that just to get your creativity going and your creative juices really flowing. So that's rhymer.com, and then we'll work on how we can create some amazing verbal business cards which will make you a lot more efficient when you're networking or talking to people. And the flow-on effect is that you really look at any of your promotional information and think, well, how can I squeeze it down? What are my nuggets of gold? How can I make this more compact? And that is a huge asset to have. Anybody can write reams and reams, and I'm the worst one at it. I always edit back. And that's the skill that you need to do. Can I say this with less words? Is there a better word to use that explains it more clearly? So I look forward to hearing some amazing verbal business cards. This is David Burston from Confidence Unlimited.